welcome back to my channel. Whenever you guys ask me, like, how do you make yourself feel comfortable wearing color? And I'm like, you just commit to it and go for it. That's what I'm doing today, because I don't feel particularly comfortable in this look, but I don't really have time to take it all off and start all over again, so we're committing to it. But I will be putting up pictures over here to distract you from this in a few minutes. Right off the bat, we have Stila. They have come up with a new formulation of their liquid eyeshadows, and these ones are called the Suede Shade Liquid Eyeshadows. They are a multi-dimensional matte liquid eyeshadow with subtle iridescent pearls to add a hidden lift to the formula without adding shine for a mega impactful dimensional matte finish. I'm intrigued. That sounds like there's an awful lot going on within a matte eyeshadow. I'm also a little bit nervous about them though, because while I love their glitter and glows, their shimmer and glows left me wanting more. I ended up decluttering, I think, almost all of the ones that I had, just because they were patchy and they were difficult to work with. The glitter and glows are phenomenal. So I don't know where these ones are going to lie. The pictures that I've seen of them make them look like they are beautiful, but obviously I haven't tried them myself yet, so I'm not quite sure. I also like that they have some rather unique shades in here, so not only do they have like a nude pink and some mauve colors, but they also have a gray and a moss green, and those are the two that really have me the most tempted. I think gray would be a great option, because I love gray. Like, gray nail polish, my favorite color of nail polish, hands down. I find it to be very versatile because you can pair pretty much any color with it. The moss green, however, does look very pretty, and it's like a nice khaki green without being too dark about it. So I've got my eye on those two. We'll see. I may only pick one up because I don't tend to gravitate towards liquid eyeshadows very often, but I am very curious about these ones. Natasha Denona has also released some liquid eyeshadows. These are their Chroma Crystal liquid eyeshadows, and they come in 5 different shades. They are made with rich, saturated, high-quality pigments, dazzling chroma crystals, and luminous mineral pearls. They are $25 each US, and there are, like I said, 5 shades available. The shades that are available in this, while very pretty, are not as unique to me as the Stila ones are. So if I was going to put my money towards one of them, it would likely be the Stila, just to try out a matte liquid eyeshadow. These ones look very similar to the Stila Glitter and Glows. I don't know if they perform to the same level or not, obviously, because I haven't tried them. They're pretty, but they're not as tempting to me as the Stila ones are. What is tempting to me from Natasha Denona, though, is her newest mini palette, the Mini Tropic palette. This will be available on July 8th. It's a 5-pan palette, and it has a $25 US price tag. I like the minis. They haven't always performed up to my expectation. Some of them are better than others, but I do like the price point, and I also like the size of them. I don't know that I necessarily need this. I mean, let's be honest, I don't necessarily need like 3/4 of what I have in this room, but it doesn't always stop me from buying more. I really like the color selection in here. I think it's really pretty. I think I want to hear about this one before I go ahead and purchase it, and like I said, I'm sure I have these shades. Like, I'm sure if I look around and cull through my collection, I have these shades. But it looks fun, it looks summery, and I do think that I would get some use out of it. It certainly wouldn't be a day-to-day, wow, stutter. It certainly wouldn't be a day-to-day palette, but it would be a fun little addition. So we'll see how the reviews go on it, and then judging from that, I will base my decision. Another eyeshadow palette that's coming out that does incorporate some of these fun summer shades with a few more neutral options is from Viseart. It's not like abundantly clear to me from the post just what's going on here, but I think it's a collaboration between Viseart and Alcone. I'm not familiar with Alcone. I do hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. But this is the Downtown palette, which was inspired by many of the artists from downtown New York City. They strive to be bold, fearless, and one of a kind, always looking to create but never imitate. It's a limited edition palette. There are 12 matte, satin, and shimmer shadows, and It retails for 80 US. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. I will not be purchasing this because it is so much money. I don't, like, I've tried. I have the Viseart, what is it called? Liaison palette, the purple one. And I like it, I do. Does it blow my mind? Not really. I've never tried any of these like 12 pan palettes, but if you have, let me know. Like, are these revolutionary? Are they worth the price tag? I still don't know that I'd buy it even if like all of you said that it is, but just weigh in. Let me know. Like, am I missing out on this? Is this something that I should be like saving up for and purchasing? Not necessarily this one, but one of these kinds of palettes. I don't know. Let me know. What are your thoughts? Another palette that I will absolutely not be purchasing for a multitude of reasons is from Benefit. And this is the Easy Smokin' Eyes palette, and it could honestly put you to sleep. It is so boring, which I guess is kind of on brand. Because Benefit just really likes to stay within their tiny little comfort zone, and I'm continuously disappointed in them. And this is no exception. I sit here in these videos all the time and I say, just come out with something new for the love of God. And then they do this. And this is just a slap in the face. I'm sorry, but it is. It is only available on Cult Beauty, which I believe is a UK place, brand, distributor, I don't know. So this thing retails for £20, which is around 35 Canadian, which I wouldn't pay more than 12 for this. Like, truly. And even then, I don't think I would pay 12 for this. I really don't. These are the most basic shades possible. Like, I just can't picture who this would appeal to. Like, unless you're an absolute beginner, or you just want like the most basic tiny little palette to take with you somewhere. Which, if that's the case, like, and you want these shades, go and spend like $4 on the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells palette. Save yourself the money. This makes no sense to me. I'm not surprised that it's an exclusive to one particular, I'm gonna call it a store because I don't really know what Cult Beauty is, website I guess. And that it's not scattered throughout like Ulta and on the Benefit site and at Sephora and all that, because their sales cannot possibly be expected to be too high with this thing. Anyways, I think I have made my thoughts on this abundantly clear. Let's move on to something else. Well, I don't know that it's going to get much better with this one, but this is from Winky Lux, and this is the, what the hell is this thing called? Confetti Lip Balm. And I'm just mystified by it. I'm not necessarily angry at it, I'm just mystified by it. It's just a lip balm. Like, it just apparently goes on soft pink. It's $14. Nothing in and around that offends me, but all the shit that's inside of it, like the confetti portion of it, does that eventually just like come out and you have random little pieces of glitter or whatnot on your lips? I don't understand it. And because I don't understand it, I don't want it. All right, Nars is coming out with a few different things. So one is the Private Paradise collection. There are 2 different face palettes, a gloss set, an afterglow lip balm duo, and a satin lip pencil set. These will be available July 26th, and they have a variety of price points, I imagine, but I don't have the information on them. Okay, packaging, A+. I like the packaging. I actually really like the selection of the face palettes as well. You see that there's one that's more suited for lighter skin tones and one that would be better for deeper skin tones, but I really like the color selections in both of the palettes. Do I need it? Absolutely not. Not gonna buy it. I have the one from the MAC Holiday Collection, the Shiny Pretty Things one, and I love it. I love it. So if I need like a face trio, that's the one that I would reach for. I don't need a second one. And I'm really not particularly fussed about any of the lip products either. So for me, this is just, it's a pass. I'm not angry at it. I'm not worked up about it. I just don't need it and don't necessarily want it. But I did want to include it because I think it's really pretty and perhaps one of you is interested or wants it. Now, the other thing from Nars though, dear freaking, like, okay, I've mentioned this before, but can we please stop beating the poor orgasm horse? Like, the thing is dead. Can we just move on? Please, for the love of all that's holy. I'm not put off by the name. I mean, I've been hearing orgasm from Nars for so freaking long that it just doesn't even like blip on my radar anymore. It's not titillating. It's not, it's nothing. But now they've come out with an orgasm mini set. So it's got like the mini balm, a lip gloss, and then the cheek thing. This fucker's $50 Canadian for a mini set with 3 products in it. I think the hell not. I'm actually offended by that. I truly am. And also, I just don't like the orgasm blush. I said it, I don't. I know it's got like cult status, but for the life of me, I can't figure out why. It's not that great of a product. It truly isn't. So $50 for this? You can keep it, Nars. Go F yourself. A cheek product that I am like insanely tempted by though, like it's been living in my cart for at least like 5 days at this point, is from Jouer, and it's the Molten Glow All Over Face and Body Highlighter. It retails for 37 Canadian, and I am so tempted by this. I mean, I need another highlighter, like I need a hole in the head, but this checks all the damn boxes for me. It's not exorbitantly expensive. It does come with a little brush, which I'm sure I could find a use for it, so it does add a little bit of value. The color, it's like a champagne kind of goldy color. Perfect. The packaging, amazing. I've only ever heard rave reviews on the Jouer highlighters, so why haven't I bought it yet? I don't know. I'm trying so hard not to buy it just for the sake of not buying something, but I am so tempted by this. Jouer, just like their entire brand aesthetic just like screams my name. I love their packaging. I love how like classic and luxe it looks. This one looks like it has glitter all over the front. So like, yes, please. I am part crow. If it shines, I need it in my life. I am so tempted by this. If you have ever tried any of the Jouer highlighters in specific, please let me know. Do I need this, or is it all just hype and talk? Just please let me know, because I actually do want to buy this, but I don't want to be disappointed by it. So give me your thoughts, please. I'm going to focus on some lip products now. Lisa Eldridge has come out with 4 new shades of lipstick, and each one is prettier than the last. They are all beautiful. They are £26 each, so they are a hefty price tag. Nonetheless, I did look to purchase one, but shockingly enough, they're all sold out. They just look beautiful. Also, I want to take a moment to just thank her for using 4 different skin tones with lip swatches in her promo pic, because that is so helpful. You can see I've just used like the combo pic where there's like 3 different pictures all together. But when you swipe through on the Trend Mood page, you can see the close-up of the like quads with the lipstick on 4 different lip colors, skin tones. And you can see the difference that the skin tone really does make to the lipsticks, and I find that to be so helpful. Arm swatches, while great for getting a general idea of what the lipstick shade looks like, it doesn't tell the whole picture. My lips are a different color than my skin. And so swiping it on, not that I swipe them on my face, but say I did, it's going to look different here than it's going to look on my mouth. And so I find this to be very helpful. And then seeing the difference in the actual skin tones and how that changes the lipstick itself, I just think is really, really smart marketing and really does help consumers to make the best choice possible. Also, inclusivity, that's fantastic as well. So all across the board, Lisa Eldridge has done a fantastic job. The last lip product that I want to talk about is from YSL. I don't have any details other than that these are coming in September, but they have polka dots on the packaging, so I want one. That's literally my standard, is that I would like some polka dots on the packaging, please. And there it is. They just look stinking adorable. I will likely change my position on these once I find out the price point, because YSL, I don't expect them to be cheap, but the packaging, it just speaks to me. Again, it doesn't take much to amuse me. In retrospect, I probably should have saved the Benefit eyeshadow palette for the last one to talk about, because that's the one that I usually like dump all over, but I've already talked about it, so here we are. The last item that I want to talk about, I'm not upset about. So there's a pleasant change. I actually tried to buy some of these products, but they're already sold out. This is the new brand Holo Taco, created by Christine from Simply Nailogical. If you've watched any of her videos, then you know where Holo Taco comes from. And she has released 3 holographic top coats, or Holo Tacos, and 2 nail polishes. Her price point, I think, is fantastic. The colored nail polishes are $11 each, and the top coats are $13, or you can buy the entire bundle of 5 for $60 on their website. And I can only imagine that she's going to grow from here. But for me, I would really like to get at least one of the top coats and the blue nail polish, because I do love me some cobalt. I love that color. So there's that. Christine is hilarious. She's another Canadian, which we're amazing people. We truly are. But she's hilarious. So I don't watch like all of her videos, but every now and then I will just like fall down the rabbit hole and watch like 5 or 6 in one sitting. And she's hilarious. Like, she's hysterical, and I want to support her. So there is that. That's gonna wrap up this video. I have struggled so hard with this. I'm hoping that in editing I can sort of cut out all the ums and ahs and false starts. Thank God for editing. But at any rate, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I'd love to hear from you down below as always, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, just be a decent human being. Bye for now, guys.